Hey guys, it's Lizzie here. So today I'm going to show you how to do this warm smoky eye using the Kat Von D Saint and Sinner palette. I can't say that at all, Saint and Sinner. And then I paired it with a liquid lipstick from Lime Crime, which is in this lovely green shade Serpentina. There's a few hit and misses throughout this tutorial, so stay tuned to find out what those are. Before we go ahead with the makeup look, if you could subscribe to my channel by clicking the subscribe button below, that would be fantastic. I've just hit 1,000 subscribers, which is amazing. I'm just in the process now of getting some makeup together for a giveaway for you all, so all you need to do to be entitled to that is subscribe to my channel, and it would be a case of liking the photo on Instagram as and when that appears. So I will link my Instagram below so you can stay tuned for when that happens. So yeah, thank you so far for subscribing and showing your support, and yeah, we'll get straight into the tutorial now. Thank you. First thing I'm going to do is take two concealers. This is the NYX HD concealer in the lightest shade, and then the other one is Kat Von D's concealer in the lightest shade as well, except not the white shade. I'm then just going to blend them over the eye. The reason I use this mixture is because I find the Kat Von D one's actually quite dry, and the NYX one is slightly not pale enough, so mixing them together I get the consistency and colour, and I want to use the NYX one up because it's just so orange. I don't really know what happened. The first two times I bought it, it was the right colour, and I'm buying the same shade, so I don't know what happened there. So there you go, it should look something like that. I'm just going to take Amen from the Saint and Sinner palette by Kat Von D. It's the palest shade. Taking this on a big brush just to set the whole area. I don't want to take this powder too far down because I find when I then bring my foundation up, it gets really cakey. Now I'm going to take Martyr, which is this nice caramel colour. I'm going to run this through the crease and all the way around the eye. So I already did one eye, already did one eye because I wasn't too sure what I wanted to do. I don't have much time, so generally in that case it's best for me to do one eye and I can get this one done really quick. So as you can see, these blend out really well, very quickly. Oops, sorry. And then I'm going to take this under the eye. I'm then going to take Crucifix, which is the darkest matte brown. Taking that on a smaller pencil brush and just going to run that through the crease as well. Starting on the outer corner and just bringing it around. So this colour is very rich and dark, but it's very easy to blend. And I'm going to take a little bit of that on the outer corner underneath the eye. Going to take off any excess product on the back of my hand and just start to blend that out with the same brush. Now to make that blend even smoother, I'm just going to go back to the first brush with a tiny bit more of the caramel colour and start to blend that out. So it's a bit of going back and forth between your brushes just to make sure everything is as smooth as you can get it, really. Next up I'm going to take Sacred Heart, which is a sort of peachy pink colour. Now this colour I'm going to pat all over the eyelid. And I'm then going to take Rapture, which is the sort of eyeshadow topper shade, and put that over the top. It's slightly shimmery. I don't know how much it appears on camera, but it just adds another dimension to the eyeshadow. Now in my inner corner I'm going to take Laser from the BH Cosmetics Blacklight highlighting palette, and I don't know if you'll be able to see, but it's a slightly green shade. You could use any highlighting shade you like. I just like the contrast between the greeny sort of mintiness of it and the warmer tones on the rest of the eye makeup. This will be covered though with glitter, so really it could be anything. I'm going to take the tiniest bit of Strobe in the same palette, and it's just the white for under the brow. Not much. Now for in the waterline I have a green. For that I'm using Limelight by Medusa, which is this sort of bright green gel eyeliner. So I'm going to place that in my waterline. So whilst off camera I also did my winged eyeliner, and for that I used the NYX matte liquid eyeliner. Now I'm going to put some glitter on my inner corner. For that I'm using one from Glittery, but the palette is like a bit precarious. I don't know what the shade's called, I'm afraid. Look how messy it is. It's this shade, so it's got a nice gold, ooh, glitter's falling out, yellowy gold reflect. I'm going to put that down. One has just gone everywhere. Look at that. I need to fix this. Right, to put that in place, because they have sort of dried out a bit, I'm going to use the NYX Glitter Primer. I need the tiniest bit of that. And I'm going to just sort of pat that on the inner corner with the same brush that I'm going to use to apply the glitter with. I'm covered in glitter now. That was a bad idea, lifting it up. I should have moved the camera. Anyway, pat this glitter primer where you want your glitter to go. The glitter might still stick by itself, but I don't want to run that risk. And now I'm going to scoop up the glitter and pat it on. So it should look something like that. Though this way it looks like there's no glitter at all. It's because of the light. Now for my primer I'm going to use Urban Decay's Optical Illusion. I just need one pump of this and I basically dot it between all the areas of my face and then blend it in. Now there hasn't really been any fallout other than the glitter falling on my lap, so I didn't need to wipe it over my face beforehand, but if you find you have any loose specks of glitter or anything, then do that before you start your foundation. This eye's got mascara, so, and this eye hasn't, which is why it looks different. Just in case you're wondering. I love this primer. I've been using it almost every day, and the days that I haven't been using it, I've really regretted it. For my foundation, I'm going to use the Allnighter, also by Urban Decay. I'm going to use a damp Real Technique sponge. As always, just dot that around, and then we'll blend it out in a second. The reason I'm going for the sponge instead of the brush like normal is because my skin is quite dry. I was on antibiotics for a week for my skin. I came off with them because I had an allergic reaction to them and basically all my face fell off. It's really uncomfortable, and so it's still a little bit dry from that. To the point where when I blinked I felt like my eyelid skin was going to rip open. It was so horrible. The reason that applying foundation with a sponge is better for dry skin than a brush is because you're not lifting up the flaky skin, you're just simply patting this on. I do find my products just don't go as far though. Yeah, one pump is normally enough to cover my whole face and I feel like it's not quite enough. And the sponge is damp. As always, I'm going to use a little bit more as concealer. So I'm going to take that around under the eyes, first a little bit lower than where I need it, and then bring it up. So I don't want to disturb too much of the blending, but I'm prepared to have to reblend. As some of you may know, I used to write a blog and it's about mental health and physical health and how I was improving both of them. I've already written 2 blog posts for my new blog, but I haven't put them online yet because I've just been writing them like in amongst other things that I've been doing. So I don't know when I'll be getting those online, but I can tell you that it will be more focused on makeup and beauty. Still dabbling in a little bit of mental health and well-being and how to look after yourself, but mostly makeup reviews, so that if you don't like watching them on YouTube, or you're not allowed to if you're reading something in between work, a blog is a good way to fit it in. Just going to take a little bit more over my chin. I can't wait to try the Urban Decay Allnighter Concealer. I'm really looking forward to it. This is my favourite foundation. I've not tried the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer actually, and I've heard very good things about that. Okay, there we go. So you can see that applies a really nice full coverage. I don't feel any need to have concealer on, and you saw how red and sore my skin was at the beginning. So for my powder, I'm going to use the Kat Von D Lock-It powder. Okay, so I've set all my face, and now I'm going to contour using the Sleek Contouring powder. Just going to take this under the cheeks. Have any of you tried the Saint and Sinner palette? I think it's amazing. I really like the fact there's so many warm neutrals and then all those pops of colour and metallics. I used the gold the other day, and that was really lovely. It looks so foiled. And I've also done a makeup look using some of the purples and silver tones. I'm then going to take the brush I used first in the crease of my eye makeup and just make sure everything's really well blended into my foundation. Now that we've powdered it and all the rest. Sometimes where you apply your foundation you sort of cut off that blending. Just want to make sure it's nice and smooth. I'm still aware I've only done mascara on one eye. Next for my blusher, I'm going to use one by Gosh. This is called the Strobe and Glow Kit in number 2 blush. And it's absolutely lovely. I really like this shade, and I don't know if you'll be able to see. These have a slight jewel tone to them. That's not coming across at all. This one basically has a neon pink flash to it, but it's orange. And that's pink and orange as well. They're very nice. Very similar to what's on my eyelid. So I'm going to take this one. This is quite shimmery. I'm taking it on a fibre optic brush because I don't want much colour. Well, I want more control. So this will only pick up a small amount of product. And I can layer it up. Basically I bought this because I was looking for a blusher, like a nice, I don't know what sort of shade that is for autumn, and then shimmery ones for a sort of more dewy finish. And for my highlight, I'm also going to use the one in this palette. It's got a nice pink sheen to it. It's not particularly like bright or blinding, it's just quite unusual up close. Now I'm going to do my mascara and brows off camera. As always, I'm going to use H&M's High and Mighty for my mascara, and then for my brows I'm going to use the NYX Micro Brow Pencil in Ash Brown. Now for the lips, I've decided to go for this liquid lipstick from Lime Crime. It's in the shade Serpentina, which is the nice green. It does need a bit of building up to get it fully opaque, so you might want to put it over a lip liner. So there we go guys, that's the makeup look complete. I do absolutely love this lip colour, but I have to say that this new formula of Lime Crime lipsticks, or at least the last bundle of them that I've bought, have all been very like flaky. They feel really dry and they start to actually just crumble off. I tried the blue one that came in the same set as this, and throughout the day there was just blue speckles all over my chin, and you go to rub them off and they just smudge. And I never found that before with Red Velvet or the Strawberry Velvet one, I can't remember what that's called, or Wicked or any of those. And yet when I bought this bundle, all the ones I've tried are like flaking off. You can almost see it now. It's difficult to show you, but yeah, it doesn't feel very nice, and it sort of will start to crumble throughout the day very quickly. But other than that, I think the colour's really nice. I'm really happy with how the Saint and Sinner palette is performing. I think the colours blend really well, and as always, I absolutely love this glitter by Glitter Eyes. I think they come in really fantastic shades. And the Medusa eyeliner, very nice. It just sort of mixes it up. You can use black if you wanted, or nude, you know, whatever eyeliner you like, but yeah, I wanted to try green today. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you found the tutorial helpful, you got some inspiration from it. And if you like my videos, then please give them a thumbs up. It means that I know which ones you prefer and I can make more videos in that style. So thank you, take care.